Hey, what's up, guys? It's definitely been a minute. Um, just wanted to document this. This is basically it's a full year on YouTube, full year on this path and this journey to finally get away from kratom or any substance for that matter. So a lot has happened this year, and if you guys watched my videos from the start, you can kind of see the progression, all the ups and downs. I'll tell you right now, as far as where I'm at today, still kratom free since the beginning of the year. Um, I did have a situation with I've been prescribed gabapentin. A lot of it's for sciatic issues, and then I also do have this convulsive kind of shaking in the morning. And I've always had that ever since I was a kid. I would wake up and just kind of like I kind of spasm and I can't talk, and anything. So, was prescribed gabapentin for that, and also it did help for cravings. It did well with that for a while, but then there were, a couple cases where, I'm just gonna take two this time, or maybe I'll take three at night, when I'm supposed to really only be taking three throughout the course of the whole day. So went above and beyond on that. And so that's why I don't know if I can really claim complete sobriety, especially when that stuff's happening. But, overall, I at least over the last 2 or 3 months, December and January were very dark. And I've documented that in the past as far as all the stuff that was going on with the family and work and all this stuff. And then, around February, I gave it a good shot to kind of climb out of that hole, starting to go to meetings and staying in touch and all that stuff. And then I actually came down with the flu. It wasn't COVID, but I was running a fever and all that stuff. And so that kind of gave me an excuse to just bum around for a few days. And, you get a taste of that. And the addicted side of us likes that of, I'm just going to play video games and take my meds and, this feels good just to hide from the world, And so that went on for a few weeks, and it's taking another push to get out of that. So that's where I've been for the last 10 days or so. We're doing the things I'm supposed to be doing, staying in contact with people, talking to my sponsor, getting up in the morning and praying, just really having the intention of going throughout the day, without relying on substances and just doing the next right thing. Just, keeping my eye out for what the next right thing is. And so that's what I've been doing for the last, week or two, and things have been going great all of a sudden. I do have some very, very sad news though. I ended up putting my dog down 3 days ago. She was almost 12. He was a Collie Shepherd mix named Charlie. And so that's been the biggest wrench as far as in this momentum coming out. After my first wife left, I was living in this somewhat big house, and it was just me and my dog Charlie for about 2 or 3 years. So, gosh, I don't know if I would have made it through those 2 or 3 years without him. He was just such a loving dog and just always so happy to see me, and just was the smartest dog I've ever met in my life. Straight up understood English. And Thursday night we had to put him to rest. So that's been pretty difficult. But I've been trying to be open with my group and my wife about what I'm feeling, and I'm just allowing the feelings to come through me. And, I've had a couple instances where I just kind of had to step away and, go in my room and put a towel over my face and just sob. There's been some instances of that, but I know it was the right thing to do. He had blown the ACL ligaments in both of his back legs, and then we came to find out he had a massive malignant tumor in his hip. So and that was cutting off blood flow and fluid flow from his leg. So even if we went and fixed the ligaments, it wasn't going to heal until we did the chemo and removed the tumor. So it was just really, really we're painted into a corner with him, and had to do what we thought was best for him. So that's been difficult, but I haven't really had any cravings to use. My wife's been very supportive. A lot of people in the Quitting Kratom group have been supportive, and that's helping me get through it. But man, this year went by so fast. It's crazy. I recently went back to the very early videos, and I see a guy that's really got his heart in it, is trying his best, and but there's also parts of that guy that I don't relate to anymore, because I've grown a little bit of wisdom along the way. It's very interesting. I did just want to say, though, this is also a big thanks to everybody that's been subscribing, and especially the people that have been subscribed for the full year and still leaving comments and trying to stay in touch. And thank you guys. It's really been a kind of unexpectedly kind of magical kind of thing, And now it's funny, I go into group meets, and maybe people that have never seen me in the meeting before are like, "Holy cow, you're Brian from YouTube." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Brian from YouTube," and now we're in the same meeting. That's kind of crazy, But I think overall this year was progress. It was a lot of ups and downs, but I never quit quitting, and because of that, I'm sitting here today, kratom free, and same plan as always, one day at a time, and do the next right thing. Gosh, I got married this year. My son's improving so much in school. It's just been I don't know. I look back at this last year, and I see a beautiful life. I see an honest effort, and I see a beautiful life. So I want to thank you guys for helping me get through this year and helping me learn some things too. There's been a few comments that kind of hit me right between the eyes of like, holy shit, you're right, So I hope to keep seeing more of that. And just so you know, we do have a new group that meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm going to screw up the times. I think Thursday is 8 o'clock, 7 Central. See, and then I don't want to screw it up because there's two different times. It's basically in my time Central. One of the meetings is at 6 o'clock, and then the other meeting's at 7 o'clock. So I'll post all the info for that meeting in the description if you guys want to come check it out. And, you don't have to go through emailing me or any of that old stuff that, somebody else was kind of, making me do. I'm just going to drop that meeting right into the description. If you guys, even if you're still using, come check it out. If you're tapering and you're struggling, come check it out. Maybe you're a wife of a husband that's struggling with kratom and you want to learn more about it. Maybe learn more about what he's going through. Or hell, you're on day 2 of the quit. You need some inspiration to keep going. We're all there. And we also have a WhatsApp chat group that will basically give you 24-hour access to the whole group too. So if you're having a moment at 11 o'clock at night, more times than not, there's going to be somebody there to help you and talk to you. So I think that's all I have. But 1 year later, like I said, I look back and I see a beautiful life. And I see a lot of beautiful friends out there too. So, love you.